What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you see by the title below, we're talking about 3 things that are keeping his ass from committing. Now, I'm going to go on a limb here, right? Bam, I'm going to go on a limb, and I will say, if you can eliminate these 3 things, all 3 things, you're going to pretty much have every guy commit to you. Now, of course, these 3 things aren't easy, but these are what keeps guys from committing. So before we even get into it, if you can, please subscribe. Just click that button right here. I'll love you forever and ever and ever. Also, in my description is my free ebook, 150 or 254 pages, absolutely free. Talks about every single thing we talk about in all my videos, and my Patreon. If you feel like giving and you feel like my videos have helped you in some way, or you want to give back and show some love, you can click the link below. It helps me and my community and what I want to do, my goals. Okay. So these 3 things, what are they? I would say first off, they're pretty cliche. You have heard them all before, but they're true, and I'm going to try to back it up and explain why these things are important to a guy. Number 1, probably the most clichéist. You need to let a guy have his freedom. Now, when I say that, a lot of women like to give me shits and say, no, I don't like a guy who roams around, talks to all these chicks and stuff like that. That's not what I mean by freedom. If you look at it from an evolutionary perspective, guys were meant to break away from their moms. All right, the first woman, the mom, bam, and create his own destiny, create a foundation, create a good base for him and his family and tribe or whatever. He's supposed to go out and roam, look for food, he's supposed to go out and roam and protect the village. You're supposed to go out and roam and do whatever. Okay, men were made to be wanderers, and I don't mean that in a term like he's going out and banging a bunch of women. Men are just naturally meant to break away. That's why when men argue or get in fights or there's something wrong, he doesn't like to talk about it. He likes to go to his man cave. So to kind of transition from that, that's why men, if you ever wonder why actually men do not like, I know men don't like needy and clingy women, but if you want to know why, this is the reason. It suppresses his freedom. You have to give him a freedom. If he feels that you're clingy or needy in any way and that you will suppress his freedom, again, in any way, he will not commit to you. The second thing is he feels like there might be better out there. He's missing out on another person. Now, this sounds harsh, but it's true. Obviously, the fact that you're his soulmate is 1 in a million. He's not looking for his soulmate. He's looking for a chick that's so awesome that it's not even funny, right? He's looking for that escape. If he does not feel like you're that girl and that there is someone else out there, he's not going to commit. As you know already, I said in plenty of my videos, unless this is one of the first videos you saw of mine, men do not commit for 2 reasons. There's only 2 reasons a guy will not commit to you. This third one I'm about to say is kind of I wouldn't say it's a main reason, it's just kind of a backbone, okay? So, or it's on the back burner. But the 2 main reasons, I'll say 95% of the time, guys won't commit is because you have too many red flags, which I would say is a freedom thing, like you're clingy or needy or something like that. And it's that there's a better woman out there. There's another woman in the picture that's more I want to say capable, but more of a better match for him and her than you. So the second reason is he feels like he's missing out. You have to make him feel like you're the best option. You have to show that value, that social proof, that sex appeal. You have to build escalation. You have to show or limit red flags, so on and so forth. If you do that, he will fall for you. And the third thing, guys are afraid of, I wouldn't say missing out, but he wants to know if you are the one, right? He kind of, and when a guy jumps into a relationship in the beginning, especially the first couple of months, a lot of guys, I know I'm like this sometimes, I'm my own worst enemy. I feel like, is she the right one for me? And he starts to have this like pro and con list. Again, it sounds bad, but a guy really is his own worst enemy. He starts to think about it, and it's basically like cold feet at a wedding. You've been with this person forever. You know you love this person, but when it comes wedding time, you start to think. You're like, oh shit. And this is how guys are. That's why I wouldn't say it's one of the main reasons why a guy doesn't commit. But it's something that's there, and I think women need to understand it's there. I'm not saying to address it. The only way you can address it is to show that you're the best option and to limit red flags. But it is there, and it does go through a guy's mind time and time again, especially in the very beginning, and then it kind of subsides. I remember there's this one girl I was dating back in sophomore year, years ago, sophomore year high or college. And I remember I was sitting in the shower one time, washing my hair and just cleaning myself up, and I started to have this pro and con list, and I know I shouldn't do that. I don't know why I do that, but I know a lot of men do, and I know, again, it's not a good thing. It's like a man's his own worst enemy. But I remember going through that list, but then I remember day after day after day when we're hanging out and I'm feeling these feelings for her. I'm like, gosh, she's so awesome. It started to go pros, cons. So you have to think of that as your window of opportunity. Okay, maybe guys think that, but if you show that you can have your freedom, you can do what you want, go do your thing. Now, I'm not saying he can just go walk all over you and do whatever he wants. You do need to have some guidelines and some ground rules, but for the most part, don't be one of those girls who want to hang out with him all the time and not his. Don't let him hang out with his boys. Do not do that, okay? But if you do that, you give the guy this freedom, you show that you're the best option he can have, and you show him during this window of opportunity where he's weighing the pros and cons that you're the shit and that you're his escape and that you're exactly what he's looking for. He's going to love you forever and ever and ever, okay? So with that being said, I love you ladies. Please subscribe. It means the world to me, and peace.